broke it.
It looked like it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no, it's not. Look. Check it out. Check it out, Craig. Oh, so cute. Let's take a look. Look at this. Oh, this, you're right. This is like a regular one right here.
One for any railroad workers that were fired or displaced on the railroad.
Wow.
And so
Pretty cool, actually.
So we built this lovely monument to him, and we brought all these benches.
Good,
Nice
good.
little site here.
Lovely.
Families to live it up.
Right. Very nice.
We haven't started yet. You let me see.
The week was when they transported it down to Virginia, and then the Virginia Railroad decided to buy a bunch of them, and they found out that the weight was different, and it should have never been shipped over the rails. It was so heavy. So it's this one here, the 5300. That's part of the presidential series that the B&O had. This one was the Washington. They would run the name trains like the Royal Blue and the Columbian and all up to New York and out to Cincinnati. And they just kind of did that to make, when passenger rail was dropping off and they were trying to bring things back. Same way with 490. If you look at the picture on there, that originally just looked like any other regular locomotive. And then when we started in the late 40s and early 50s, when we started getting into this Art Deco stuff,
Right.
they dressed it up with all this shrouding on it, hopefully to make it look faster, and they matched the cars up to it. Figured people would, they were in competition with airlines, so they were trying to make it look like it was slick and fast tired. So it just depends on who you hit at the time. What they'll do is that when they do like a roundhouse tour or they'll do a car shop tour, a lot of times we'll even tell you, if it's a certain person, it'll be a tour about the engineers of the locomotive, or it'll be a tour about the history of the locomotive, and they zero in on certain pieces. Sometimes they'll do a Civil War tour. Sometimes they'll do an earlier tour where they talk about the Tom Thumb and the Lafayette and the Atlantics, the Grasshoppers over there. So it just as I was telling this young lady, these are Stoker locomotives. You can see the corkscrew and and it pulled you would never be able to feel.
It's not your typical tabletop display, but it's a very large, very special, all handcrafted, hand-built models of railroads that the Smithsonian commissioned. And then directly behind a lot of you on the other side is a wonderful new children's area that was built in collaboration.
Soon bloomed into a collegial relationship that bloomed into many friendships and on to what we enjoy today, which is kind of hard to describe, but to keep it simple, I'll just say that it's not unusual for either the affiliation staff or the B&O Museum staff to just call up each other on a random day to talk about museum and exhibit ideas that might border on lunacy. But don't laugh too hard about that thought, because some of those lunatic thoughts have actually come to fruition.
Probably shiny. It's dark, isn't it? Can you get this? Can you get this? Or should I do like this?
That's it.
Huh?
Got it all.
Okay.